Hey guys, welcome back to another part. So in this part, I'm going to be featuring on how to make a podium with like 3 players, and then whoever like is on the top 3, for example, will have their characters like be here. Now you can actually modify this yourself if you'd like to, because you can just change a few numbers in the script and it's going to work perfectly fine. So basically, you want to go into the leader. Well, first off, you want to go to the avatar tab, and then you can go to the rig builder and just put any avatar in here. I'm gonna just make it R6 and masculine, and then make it block. So this is gonna be our rig right here. I'm actually not exactly sure where I'm gonna put this. I might just make like a little podium here. So I'm gonna go to home, make a part. Now if you don't want it to be 3 players, but instead like 1 player or something, you can do that as well. It's actually pretty easy to do, but yeah. So you want to actually rename these rigs to something else. So in this case, I'm gonna be so rig. I'm gonna name this place 1. Oh no, not place 2. This is place 1. Then I'm going to select this one, and this is going to be place 2. And then this one is going to be place 3. You can also name it whatever you want, but it's going to be important that you also give it a different definition in the script then. So now we're actually going to come to the scripting part here, which is going to be in the leaderboard script. If you want it to be on the second one as well, you can just duplicate the function over to the second leaderboard script, but then change the names of the characters. So you got to rename the characters too then, so that you have different characters for the second leaderboard. I'm not going to make a separate video or something on that because, in my opinion, you should have enough knowledge to like redefine the things. It's a pretty simple script. It's not even that much to add to the leaderboard script. But yeah, we're just going to make a completely new function. We're going to do local function and then spawn top players, I guess. And we're going to do the local leaderboard data is equal to leaderboard store, and then get sorted async true, comma 5. Just like we did this here. And we can also copy this current page over actually, because we're going to have the same thing here. We're going to get the current page, and then for I equals to 1, comma 3 do. So this only this is only going to continue if this, like, if the place is either 1, 2, or 3. So then we're going to do local data is equal to current page, and then in these brackets we're going to do I, there we go. We're going to do if data then, just so that it doesn't error. Then we're going to do local user ID is equal to data.key. This is basically what we set in the leaderboard handler. I'm pretty sure we did that in the data saving as well. But actually, did we? I'm not even sure. But yeah, we probably did. So here, yeah, okay, I gotta look here. Leaderboard store. Yeah, so here the key, here you can see the key is the user ID and nothing else. So we just actually know that the user ID is the whole data key. Then we can do local humanoid description is equal to game get service players, and then get humanoid description from user ID, and then user ID. So this makes it, basically this part that it's from a user ID makes it so that the player doesn't have to be in the game for the character to be registered. And basically this whole line makes a variable called humanoid description and sets it to the humanoid description of the player that's on the first, second, or third place, basically. Then we can do local character is equal to workspace, then find first child, and then we can do place .i. Now, if you, for example, have the same thing here, just you named them other place 1, then you would have to modify this to be other place. But in my case, it's going to be place and then 1, 2, 3. And you can do if character then, just if the character isn't found, although it should be found. Character dot humanoid, and then colon apply description, and then here you're gonna put the humanoid description. And then what you also want to do, so that over on this top thing it doesn't say place one, but it actually says the player's username. What we're gonna do is character dot humanoid dot display name is equal to game get service players, and then get name from user ID async, and then user ID. So this is I know it says display name here, but this actually has nothing to do with the Roblox display name, but it's actually gonna set this display name in this character. So here's the humanoid, and this has a value called display name. Usually it's empty, meaning it's gonna be the model's name. If we set this to my username, which is KQN Radio, you're going to see it actually changes to that. And we want to do that inside of the script. So obviously we're going to then do that from the script, and this is going to make it do that. And believe it or not, that's actually the whole thing we need to add. Now we do still need to do something else, and that is every time we run the update leaderboard function, we of course also want to run the spawn top players function, because every time the leaderboard updates, there could be a new person on the top 3, which would then change the characters. So it would have to do all that again, which is why we're going to do it just like that. We're going to just, every time we say update leaderboard, we're also going to do spawn top players, and also down here, spawn top players, so that's going to do that once people join the game. So that one, if we rejoin real quick, here we go. Because there's no one on this leaderboard here, there's not gonna be anyone on this thing. But if we real quick beat the obby in like 1.7 seconds, it's gonna put us on there. And as soon as we do that, it's also gonna put this character on here, and it's gonna have my username and my avatar, which is pretty cool. And then if I get another PB real quick, boom, 1.1. It's still going to put me here, and everything else is working. But yeah, that's basically it for this episode. I've had a few people request this, actually, which I understand because it's a cool feature to have in your Roblox time trial speedrun game. So, I was like, okay, it's not that hard to add. So, yeah, I was going to add it, and here we are. So, this works with, 3 players. You can also make this 5 if you want the whole leaderboard to have a character. In my opinion, I like it if it's at 3. Also, if you want to not be able to move the characters around, make sure to anchor all of them. Here, anchor, except if you have an animation for them, then you gotta only anchor specific parts. But I'm not an animator, so I don't really know how it works. But yeah, that's it with this little tutorial. I hope you enjoy it, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one.